How can you have an outdoor wedding in November?
These two couples are planning each other's weddings across the generation gap. This is Exchanging Vows.
I still have 10 days to change my mind, folks. Oh.
Young couple Tamara and Matt have agreed to allow two strangers the same age as their parents plan their wedding. Lyse and Groom are about to let Tamara and Matt plan their wedding, even though the younger couple is about the same age as Groom's daughter. Hi, I'm Andrea Bain, and this is Exchanging Vows. Why would two couples from different generations agree to plan each other's weddings? The couple that comes closest to planning their competitor's dream wedding will win a honeymoon vacation, that's why. Our couples will have a brief meeting, watch some videotape clues, then they'll choose the wedding venue, flowers, cake, even the wedding dresses for each other. Tamara works for the federal government and Matt's a computer network administrator.
We met on Canada Day through, it was a mutual friend.
Our friend was basically, so what do you think of her? I'm like, oh, well, you know, come to think of it, she's pretty cute.
Graham's a fundraiser and Lyse is a retired teacher.
I'd been divorced for a few years and was looking for a relationship. So I looked in the penny saver and there was an ad in there from a special lady that was looking for a special man.
And his letter must have been 4.5 pages long, a bit poetic, romantic, and I thought to myself, oh, what the heck, I want to see who's behind this romantic long letter, you know?
It was our 5-year anniversary, you know, like it was 5 years, the big thing. And he brought out a gift and he said, oh, now it's the time for you to open your gift. As soon as I saw it, I think I started crying. I didn't expect it and I was just so excited that he was, you know, just giving me the ring, so.
I get to school one morning and one of the teachers says, have you seen the penny saver today? I said, well, no. She starts reading this and it was Graham's proposal. Well, it was a real shock, you know. Oof.
Can I bite your ear?
Now it's time for our couples to meet. This is their only chance to ask questions before they start planning each other's wedding. They can ask anything they want as long as it's not wedding related. Lyse and Groom meet Tamara and Matt. Come on in.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Matt. Hi, Matt. What's your favorite city?
I'd say Prague.
No kidding. I was there too. That's a great city. I know why you say that.
Do you have any children?
I have a daughter who's 28 years old, so she's about probably close to your age.
You were invited to a masquerade party. What costume would you choose?
I don't know, I guess I'd be Scooby-Doo.
One of my favorites.
I'm getting a feeling that we've got a lot of things in common, so it's great. We'll understand each other.
Except our age, dear.
Yeah.
Time's up. I know that time goes by really quickly. Do you think you got enough clues to plan an appropriate wedding for each other?
No. But we will anyway.
Well, you have to anyway. It's a show. Well, don't worry. You guys will learn more about each other when you watch your competitors' videotape clues. Yep. So good luck, everybody.
Well, I'd like to propose a toast to the best wedding that any of us could ever produce.
You're here.
Here.
You're here.
We'll soon see if age is an advantage as Lyse and Groom watch video clues and select a venue with wedding planner Shawna Almeida.
Your bouquet, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. The venue options are ballroom, country casual, or fun and funky. What are your hobbies?
My hobby outside of computers is going hiking and camping. Since I work with computers all the time, it's nice to get away from all of the technology.
My dream vacation would be somewhere really warm. I'm not a beach type person, so I love the pool and just completely relaxing.
I get a funny feeling he's more outdoorsy, she's more luxury, indoorsy type, you know?
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
it's just
no.
that it seemed I would think that she would like the luxury more than than he would. I mean, he would go on with whatever she said as far as the luxury is concerned.
She does seem to like the funner things, and Matt does have an appreciation for the outdoors, but you don't never really know if he's throwing that as a hook, so it's completely your decision.
I'm acting like her father,
Right.
And I would want my daughter to have a luxurious setting.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Very spacious.
A love this.
It'd be perfect for our wedding too. If we, we'd love to have ours in here too. And could we put some decorations, like a special decoration? I had something in mind because Matt is into computers and so forth. I wanted to put the name Matt and a heart, and then Tamara with CDs stuck onto the wall with two-sided tape.
I'm going to interject and maybe stop it right there. And just because something can be done doesn't necessarily mean it should be done. And you know what? I appreciate your creative suggestion. I think we've got enough going on without going there.
Sorry, dear.
So that's over sparkle, is it?
A little bit.
It seems that father doesn't always know best. Oh well, Graham, maybe you'll get a point for picking the right style of venue. Tamara and Matt will watch clues and make selections with the help of wedding planner Donna Edwards.
So you met with the couple yesterday. What was your first impression of them?
We were a little surprised by the age difference.
Okay.
They're probably more than twice our age.
And do you think they were trying to throw you off at all?
I think they seemed
Genuine?
They seemed really down to earth and fairly genuine.
Good. Sounds good. So should we watch some of the clues?
Sounds great.
Sounds good.
I was the eldest of 7 kids in the country, and we almost lived like the Beverly Hillbillies in the country. So we appreciate wide open spaces.
I absolutely love water. I love being in water, on water, in front of water.
And drinking water.
Anyways, it started when I was a baby, you know, even.
That's us in I don't know how many years. It's like, oh my goodness. We have so much in common with these people, it's not even funny.
I see something more in the
I
country.
think I see something more in the country.
So country setting?
Yeah.
Welcome to the garden house. We call it the garden house because it's wraparound windows and beautiful backyard, not that we can see it this evening. And one of the unique things that we do at Strathmere are outdoor weddings.
Oh, wow.
We do things a little differently.
This is gorgeous.
And just imagine that we do have the 4 fireplaces in place surrounding us. We've got some nice ambiance. You're only up there for about 15 minutes, so it's a fun time.
This is so beautiful. I think it's going to be gorgeous.
It's
very
incredible.
romantic. They are going to really like this.
So, it's a casual setting for country couple Graham and Lyse, and a luxurious ballroom for young lovers Tamara and Matt. Who's right?
A nice old inn with a nice fireplace and huge hall where the people could dance, you know.
Our ideal setting for the wedding would be in a big, huge, beautiful room with just something really grand.
Both couples selected the correct venue for their competitors. The score is tied in the Exchanging Vows challenge as they try to balance their dream of a perfect wedding with their goal of winning a honeymoon vacation.
What was our strategy was to lie all the way along, but once you get on camera, you can't, I can't lie because you're trying to think and make sure that we're looking good on camera, at least not making a fool of ourselves.
I think they're going to have a hard enough time reading us just as it is. Our personalities differ on the day, the temperature, the time of day. It's just anything could happen.
Hopefully they're having the same trouble as we are, and I just think or hope that our age might give us a little bit of advantage because we've lived a few more years, actually twice as many years as they have.
Now it's time for our couples to choose the floral arrangements. The choices are classic and formal, wild and colorful, or crafty.
The sexiest moment I experienced with Tamara, when we first started dating, for her birthday, we went to a club, and she was dressed like, wow, and she can dance really well.
So she was hot.
Oh yeah.
What would be your dream movie role?
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh, yes.
Audrey Hepburn or?
Audrey Hepburn.
For him, I would pick handcrafted, and for her, wild and colorful.
Well, now, wild and colorful doesn't necessarily have to end up being absolutely abstract.
Wacky. Yeah. I see them with wild and colorful. I don't see them with formal flowers.
So, flowers for what?
Ah,
very good.
We're embarking on the tricky business of picking out a bouquet for a woman we don't quite know.
That could be tricky. Then let's go on with your concept for the bride, because that's always a good place to start.
She had on a pale blue shirt.
So she may be a little bit more of a pastel person.
But she also may be trying to throw us off too.
That's
so we don't know
possible,
that.
but
So
you
we
know,
can't
she
really go
owns the
by that.
clothes.
Yes.
Style. You say you like this
Style
particular
like this,
one?
but smaller.
This is the sort of thing you're looking
There
for?
we go.
Excellent.
I'm glad we agree to.
I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased.
I'm happy with that too.
Excellent. Well, I believe then that this is a go.
What's the sexiest moment we've experienced with each other? It probably has to be on a camping trip. It was a nice sunny day, and we sometimes we just stayed in the tent and had romantic sessions for the morning or the afternoon, waking up in the tent. It was just beautiful.
Holding hands.
Among other things.
You know.
Who is your favorite artist?
I think my favorite artist would be Monet. I love his choice of colors.
Show me the money.
The Monet.
He's just like you. He tries to make jokes. He's not funny.
We got you.
They're both very outgoing and fun, right? And I think that some vibrant colors would really bring out their personalities.
Exactly.
I think wild and colorful.
Hi.
Island's flowers.
Thank you.
We'd like something with, I think, like some color.
They like wildflowers and they do like to garden.
They were wearing all blue when we met them.
And they like winter and water, so we'd probably go with the blue.
You think?
Yeah,
Blue?
I agree.
Blue would be best.
Yeah. Okay, this is all pretty good, except I can tell already that this is too pink.
No, don't want that. I like this, don't you?
Very nice.
And I love this blue and this lavender. With the white orchids, probably like that cascade back.
All right, I think that we're completely done.
We're done. Great, we've got it. Fabulous.
Tamara and Matt have chosen wild and colorful flowers for the colorful couple. Lyse and Graham ignored Tamara's Audrey Hepburn clue and picked crafty flowers. Let's see who's right.
If we were picking our flowers for a wedding, they wouldn't be classy and formal. They would be wild and colorful and incorporating wild flowers because we love wild flowers.
For the floral arrangements, we would most likely pick something that's classic and formal.
With 3 challenges remaining, Tamara and Matt take the lead with a score of 2-1. Coming up, will they score when they pick a wedding wardrobe for Lyse?
And I've no idea what it's going to be. If it's a dress or a pantsuit, I've no idea of the color, the style. I need something that doesn't make me look like Dumbo in a tutu. You understand what I mean?
It's time for Tamara and Matt to select the wedding wardrobe for Lyse. That would be tricky enough if she were a young first-time bride, but since this is her second marriage, they'll have to pay close attention to her clues.
Personally, we'd rather get married naked on the beach, but...
My thunder thighs would be absolutely my worst physical activity. But she didn't hesitate. I used to have such gorgeous legs. Sex, I think, holds an important place because, like I said before, I'm a touchy-feely person, and I think that closeness is important.
Based on the clues of what we've seen to date, like completely from beginning to end, what were you imagining for her?
Well, I was thinking more of like a pantsuit.
A pantsuit for her?
Because I think it would hide, her thunder thighs that she's worried about.
Right.
And we were thinking about baby blue or baby pink, but
that's
I
nice.
want to be careful because I don't want her to, what if she actually wants to be the bride all over again?
So we could actually go with a long dress and a jacket. Pantsuit out, traditional wedding gown?
I think that's what we're left with.
All right, well, we'll see what we see when we get there. This is great. I'm anxious to go shopping. The good stuff.
This is a really nice rack of elegant gowns. There's a lot of satins, a few with coats, and some with sleeves. So look through here and see if there's anything that jumps out at you, because you've known her for 10 minutes. At least that's more time that you've spent with her than I have.
Yeah, very good.
I don't think it suits me.
Oh my.
Holy train.
Oh my goodness.
Can you cut a train off?
Yes, we can cut the train off if it's too much. And I think for an older bride, I think that this one would be a better choice.
Oh, come here.
You're right on the right dress.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What do you think?
Which one? This one? Or this one?
That one even.
Pointing at this.
Yeah, that's it.
Good job,
Good boy. We just chose the wedding dress. Yay.
We'll see if Chili the dog has chosen well for Lyse when she comes in for her dress fitting. But first, our competitors will choose each other's wedding cake. The options are traditional and ornate, homemade style, or wacky and fun. What was your worst date?
I'd almost say our first date was we went to see Jurassic Park 2. And She almost broke my arm.
I don't like scary movies.
My favorite smell would probably be fresh strawberries.
Fresh baked cookies coming out of the oven. Something like that. It's really awesome smell.
I don't think they're lying either. I think that they're either they're very good actors or they're very poor liars. But
I think a beautiful,
ornate,
ornate, not
formal,
too ornate
not necessarily
either.
overboard, but
Of course. Well, that sounds excellent then. So we'll put you down for traditional and ornate on that one.
okay with that one? Let's hope that they chose the same one.
And you're the woman we need to see about a cake.
Apparently, yes. So I'm going to take you back to the showroom back there,
Excellent.
and we'll have a look at what we've got and give you some
Wow,
ideas.
beautiful. Now we'll have one of those and one of those. Two of these.
Because there's so many to look at.
inspiration.
Lise and I were doing some research again, and we were thinking, and I guess part of it's our own input because we like wildflowers. That idea, not necessarily those colors, but
See one over
Here, there's
here
one-
that's
there's one
just lovely with the ribbon and the pearl rose around it.
Has
not
a-
If we
necessarily
change
with
the
these
flowers,
your bouquet, man.
what do you think, Shawna?
I think that that's a really nice choice. You still get some sparkles. You've got the glitz.
I think to me the most luxurious and decadent of all would be taking a beautiful cruise in the Caribbean, being waited on hand and foot, and wearing one of those gorgeous, thick white terry cloth robes.
The worst date that I've ever had with Lise is if Lise wasn't there.
Aw. That was funny.
I think traditional. I think that they seem very country style, but I think that she's still very traditional and very classy, and I think she'd really like to have a beautiful, classy cake.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi there. Hi. Oh, hi. Any chance Pooch can stay outside?
Okay, I'm gonna steal your.
Bye. All right, so you're looking for cakes, I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Is there something that you've already sort of envisioned that you think, all right, I want to see that in my cake?
Well, our floral arrangement is centered around the
Callas.
Callas,
Oh,
please.
fantastic. Okay, good. So I have one here actually that I've been working on, and I'm actually working on callas in the back in sugar. So if you're using callas, great. We can pull those in. You can actually even add, like if you want a little bud flower like stephanotis or something like that, which is a nice little complement.
The detailing in those are absolutely beautiful.
Agreed.
Do we want to discuss design in more detail?
I think we should.
Okay, so we're looking at 2 tiers on the bottom, separated by a 3rd tier on top.
I personally feel when you're only a 3-tier, I would not put the pillars in.
Well, we had discussed something with Matt before we got here.
Right.
I don't feel comfortable making this decision with Adam. I think he should be involved.
Oh,
Why
good
don't you
point.
give Donna and you come to battle with me with Tatiana?
Okay,
I'll take this guy. Okay?
you go.
Thank you.
You said that there was no way we could do that, right?
Well, but if you really want the pillars, I would suggest then putting the flowers in as well. And I think that's actually a nice sort of marriage of both styles. And you get then the flowers on top and in that center layer as well.
Well, that sounds good.
That sounds good.
That's a good compromise.
Okay.
Thank
no
you very
problem.
much.
Oh, you're very welcome. That'd be great.
Lise and Graham have chosen a traditional cake for Tamara and Matt's ballroom wedding. Tamara and Matt have broken away from their country casual theme by also picking a traditional cake. Let's see what kind of cake each couple wanted.
My choice of wedding cake would be homemade. Maybe some real flowers around, maybe delicately,
I wanted a cake that was 3-tiered or more, depending, and just something really structurally pleasing and really elegant looking.
Graham and Lise take that round. The score is now tied 2-2, and it's time for Lise to see how the younger couple has chosen to dress her for her wedding.
Come on in, Lyse. So how are you?
Fine, I've
That's-
got butterflies.
You know what? I'm going to leave you now. I'm going to go and get Barb, okay? She's going to be the attendant taking care of you, okay? So
Fine.
hold on
Thank
there,
you.
okay?
Today I've come for my fitting, and I've no idea what it's going to be. If it's a dress or a pantsuit, I've no idea of the color, the style. Well, I just hope it fits well, I need something that doesn't make me look like Dumbo in a tutu. You understand what I mean?
And I have in here something that I think you're going to be really happy to see. Would you like to see it?
Yes, I'd love
Yes?
to.
Okay.
I'm ready. I think even a train and everything. That's organza.
Everything it is organic.
Beautiful material.
What do you think?
I'll know more when I have it on. It's hard to tell when it's
Well,
on
let's
the
get naked.
hanger. Not in front of these guys. Here we go. This is it, girls.
There. It fits perfectly.
Excellent.
Thank you.
There. What do you really think? Honestly.
I'm pleased, I'm pleased that it's not too
Plunging?
décolleté, plunging.
Yes.
I didn't get my turquoise pantsuit, but
Lyse likes her wedding gown, but it's not the turquoise pantsuit she was hoping for. The score remains
the
tied.
dog was there too?
Yeah.
Did he go 2 woofs because he liked a certain dress? And
Yeah, he had the final say as to which dress it was.
I'm anxious to meet Chili.
You
Lovely.
can't put any sparkles in here, like
When we return, will Graham's taste for glitter get him in trouble?
put some spray sparkles in here. Oh yeah, it's not Cirque du Soleil, is it?
No. The score is tied 2-2 in the Exchanging Vows challenge. Graham and Lyse have a chance to take the lead and make Tamara a very happy bride as they choose her wedding wardrobe.
I think my best physical attribute would be my legs. My worst physical attribute, my tummy. It's my most self-conscious physical attribute.
Tamara, where's the wildest place you've ever made love?
This is a funny
We
question.
could go 2 for this one.
With Matt? I didn't say that. Okay.
I thought the same thing. Like, do you mean?
A dressing room in a store.
I don't remember that.
Oh, see.
It wasn't her.
I don't think she's a pantsuit gal.
I don't think so. No. In 30 years she will be, but
Like me.
not right away.
I see her in a beautiful long flowing, but not too flowing. I definitely don't see her in one of those, wide crinoline type of gowns,
So your choice then will be the sort of modern sort of wedding gown then? So you guys excited to see Tamara's dress, to pick it out?
We can't wait.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Shawna.
I'm Lori.
Hi, nice
This
to
is
meet you,
Lyse.
Lori.
Lyse
Great.
and Graham.
Graham, nice to meet you. I'll be helping you today. Do you have anything in mind?
Well, Lyse and I have been doing some research in all the different bridal magazines, and what do you call that? Do you call it an empire waist or a
That's
princess
ruching.
waist or something?
Yeah.
Actually, he's been driving me nuts lately, Lori. Showing me all
imagine.
kinds of pictures.
There's a lot of details. Why don't we take a look at the gowns that we have here and you can go through and feel them? This is one of our classic lines. Now, it's not decorated, but we can always add trims.
Like you can add trims like something,
Ideas, yes.
even a little
Some-
trim along the
A little bit of
the
beading.
paneling or
This
something.
creamy color, Lori. Oh,
Well, this is a work in progress, but I guess this is the basis of the dress that we want, right?
This would be my choice. This is, I can
we're
just
going to-
visualize her in this one.
Yeah.
If we can dress
really
it up
can.
a little bit, because like right now it's really plain.
Now we can work on a little bit of glitz. I know you want some sparkle.
Yeah, put some spray sparkle for the hair.
Too much?
It would look like you added it. We got a clean
Yes.
cut
Well,
line.
we did add it. For the record, I wanted more sparkles on here, okay?
I still have 10 days to change my mind, folks. Oh,
I can't get it off now.
Graham may want more beads and glitter, but what does Tamara want to wear on her wedding day? We'll find out when she comes in for her dress fitting. In the meantime, our couples will pick clothes for the men. The options are tuxedo, suit, or casual clothing.
What would I like at my bachelor party? Well, besides strippers and booze,
He's honest.
well, what else is there besides strippers and booze?
after Graham, the world's sexiest
Oh,
man,
yeah,
I'd
right.
say, is either Sean Connery or Paul Newman. Oh. Even in their advanced years, they still look good and handsome. And
I used to look like Tarzan when I was a kid, so I was very muscular. I looked like a combination of Elvis and Tom Cruise and Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's when I was young.
Tamara, you said you had some ideas originally before seeing the clues as to what you thought you would put Graham in.
I think Tamara almost wanted him to look like a Planters peanut.
That's not exactly what I said.
Okay.
If it's not exactly Mr. Peanut's top hat and spats, then it must be a tux for Graham.
Hi there. I'm Donna. I'm a wedding planner.
I'm Dennis.
Dennis, pleased to meet you. Bert, pleased to meet you. This is
What
Tamara
would go
Matt.
better with a heavier set person?
I like the 3-button. So what do you think?
Perfect.
The blue and the black are almost clashing a little bit. That's just my first impression. So I grabbed another one from the back, actually. And this is sort of what we'd be looking at. What do you think?
I think it's great.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, good.
I like this one. I think this is great.
There we go. That's the finished look.
Oh, good. I really, really like that.
Oh, that's so much better.
I think Graham is going to look great.
My dream job would be to design cars.
See, I don't think he wears a suit all the time.
Matt, who do you think is the world's sexiest man?
Yeah, I had the same reaction. I was expecting a woman.
Probably Pierce Brosnan.
There's the clue.
What do you think Matt wants to wear?
I know he'd like to
I'd
be in a
go with
tux.
the tux.
And she'd love to see him in a tux too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, you're preaching to the converted over here. So, we will put you down for a tux.
We didn't want to go all black. We wanted to have some kind of gray in there.
Oh.
And we were thinking of the James Bond look. Well, obviously with tuxes, that's what it'll be available
And he
now.
said he loves Pierce Brosnan. So
Ah,
that
there you
gives
go.
you a little
He wore
idea,
a
you know.
one-button jacket.
He
There
did,
we
eh?
go.
I'd like to see that two-tone
Yeah, let's have a look at it and see
Dennis.
it.
I'll be right back.
Thank you.
So you think that Matt will be really happy with this choice? You think this will look great on him?
I think so, and I think so will Tamara. Well, Matt, we did our best. I think you're going to look great, and I hope you think so too.
We'll find out on their wedding days if both grooms were hoping for tuxedos. Now it's Tamara's fitting day, a tense day for any bride, made even more stressful for Tamara since she has no idea what they've chosen for her to wear.
We are going to the fitting for the wedding dress.
How important is it to you in the overall wedding?
You mean when everybody's looking at me as I'm walking down the aisle, walking around at my wedding? It's not that important. I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry, be happy.
No, I'm gonna cry.
Do you know this place?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Oh, you know.
It's the first place we went to when we found out she's going to get married. So it's very special.
So
it's a good thing?
Yes.
You can go.
Hi, you must be Tamara.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. And who's this lovely lady? Is this your sister?
This is my mom.
Hi. Nice to meet you too. And here it is. It's Podium Squat. Beautiful, beautiful.
It's really pretty.
So how about we get you in it? Yes, let's go for it.
I'm still a little undone with the hat. No, that's okay.
Turn around. Oh, it's beautiful. This is good.
Oh my goodness.
So this is your veil.
Wow.
Look at the little detail.
Wow. It's really pretty.
It's always when we put on the veils that you feel like the bride. You get that bride moment.
Bride.
The finishing touch.
I don't have a choice anymore at this point. Yeah, I like it. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's just beautiful. I'm so happy. The dress was very important to Tamara, in spite of the fact that maybe she was trying to, make herself feel that, it isn't as important as all that, but
Am I gonna
it's
be?
very important to all women.
Mom likes it. That's good.
I would have picked this one also. It's very beautiful. Very happy with it.
Graham and Lyse scored with their dress choice. They now lead the Exchanging Vows Challenge by 1 point. Coming up, it's their wedding day. Time for Graham to cut loose. It's Lyse and Graham's wedding day. With cold temperatures and an overcast sky, Tamara and Matt are having second thoughts about their plans for an outdoor ceremony.
A little chilly, a little windy, but we'll get the fireplaces up and running and we'll be good to go.
Fireplaces are there. We're doing 2, not 4?
Yes, 2 today.
Okay.
Thank you, Andy.
Oh, that's good.
So I think we're going to have to keep guests in the main area as long as we possibly can.
And then let them out.
And then let them out at the last minute, sort of as we're ready to go before bride shows.
Where's Lyse?
She has absolutely no idea where we're going. She's trying to get it out of me, but I haven't said a word. Let's see what happens.
I don't know. No one tells me anything. I think we're going to see some cows along the way here. We're out of town now.
How you doing?
Hi. So?
It's really windy outside. Are we still gonna have the ceremony outside, or?
We're gonna do the ceremony outside, actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It was so nice this morning. I couldn't believe it.
I know.
I was like, oh god, this might actually work, and then suddenly it's like
It becomes totally overcast.
we're driving here, and it's oh no, the clouds are pulling over. I hope it doesn't rain because
I don't think it'll rain.
I'm seeing the room and I'm seeing the flowers and I'm seeing the cake and I think that it's so beautiful.
the only thing that can go wrong at this point, I think, is rain.
She said she loved water, so maybe if it rains, it'd be a good thing.
I don't think the idea was that she'd be soaked.
Even Graham didn't know where he was going, so I guess wherever it is, he's there by now.
Oh, Strathmere, this is fantastic. It's going to be cold inside, though. Or, oh my goodness, it's going to be outdoors? This is fantastic. How can you have an outdoor wedding in November 23rd? Only Strathmere and Exchanging Vows could do this. So, Graham, what did you think of your tux? Well, I like, it's a tux. I wanted a tux, and that's what I got. My first reaction was, because it's got a black pocket puff, I immediately thought of Mike Myers at a mafia funeral. Oh, wow, look at this, the garden.
Good. Oh my god, you're cool.
It's freezing out there.
Oh my god.
Tamara and Matt, how you doing? There's not going to be a dry eye in place.
That's really great.
This is fantastic. Everybody's going to be happy. I think this black Kleenex is going to, this black pocket handkerchief is going to get wet because if I see, I'm going to be making it wet, that's for sure.
Hi, Donna. Nice to meet you.
This is your bouquet. And we also have a cake for you. Did you want to put that on? Because it's an outdoor ceremony.
It's an outdoor ceremony.
Did you want your cake?
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe yes. It's a bit cold.
Oh, there's a
already
fireplace. There'll be 2 fireplaces around
She's
here.
already cold. Thank you.
You look beautiful.
You did well. Thank you for your laughter, patience, understanding, generosity, friendship, and most of all, your love. I'm so proud to marry my best friend today. I promise to be your best friend, lover, soulmate, and stand by you. And stand by you in everything you do. I will laugh with you and cry with you and love you with all my heart forever.
Graham, ça m'a pris plus de 50 ans avant de te rencontrer. J'envisage avec grande joie le reste des autres 50 années de notre vie. Je t'aime beaucoup.
That's funny.
Lyse and Graham, you have taken your vows before God and before this community of your family and friends. You are now husband and wife, and you may kiss the bride and groom. Let's hear it for them.
brother-in-law.
Again, Tamara. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We're so excited about your wedding, so we're looking forward to that next Friday.
We were more worried what would happen tonight than
our own.
than next week.
Well, now you have a few days to start
we're
worrying
really
now.
Oh no. No. I don't want to start worrying.
So where do I pick up my Barney costume?
Oh my Lord! Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Damn, not yours, hers! Big round of applause.
Despite the weather, Tamara and Matt planned a memorable wedding for Lyse and Graham. When we return, it's their turn to tie the knot, and it's an emotional day for everyone.
No cry.
I can't cry. No,
I'm not
looking at her.
We're crying more at her wedding than at our own.
It's Tamara and Matt's wedding day. We'll soon see if Lyse and Graham's traditional and formal wedding plans are what the bride ordered.
I just wanted to see if it would be possible just to remove the staging. What time are the linens going to be set up to do?
The linens will be done in about an hour.
Excellent.
3 o'clock will be completely done.
The room is huge. Right now it's feeling big. Very, very, very big. I really see that as being the biggest challenge. Just because there's 100 people in the space that's really made for 300.
Okay.
I want the cake to be safe.
You want it to be safe? Okay, don't worry, it won't collapse or anything like that, so we'll make sure it's safe, absolutely. Want me to take it out and unwrap it?
No, you know what? I think
leave
we'll
it?
just leave it like this in the event that something happens to fall its way. I wouldn't want it to be ruined in any way. It's always the biggest stress. Please, nothing
Don't let the
happen to
cake collapse.
fondant.
Oh, I can tell you stories about cakes,
Oh,
but
I'm sure you
in
can.
this event it'll be fine, not a
I'm
problem.
sure you could.
How are you? How are you doing today?
Not too bad. How you
Hi.
doing? Nice. All
I
right.
thought you guys would be ready by now.
Well, you know, it's all gonna come together like a friendly little machine like this. But you know what? I'm gonna put you guys to work.
Oh,
Okay?
no.
Yeah.
We think we're ahead because it's not the cake we would have ordered. Now, whether that means that that they didn't get a point for it or that we're ahead because of that, we don't know. Isn't that cute? We didn't want it too tacky, but if you really wanted to be tacky with this thing, you can have Christmas music on it. Oops.
Shawna should have known not to leave Graham alone in the hall for too long.
Well, there's tremendous sadness, of course, but it's the kind of sadness that is expected.
Don't cry. I'm gonna kill you both if you cry.
No cry.
I can't cry.
We
No,
will
I'm
not
not
cry.
looking at her.
We will not cry.
I'm not crying.
Too much love in the
Stop
air.
it! I told you. I can't even look at you. Okay, so let's go.
Quickly, your dress is getting wet.
All right.
Myself.
What's your
Careful.
I can't see. I'm wearing a dress. I still don't know where we're going. Well, that's the fun of it.
Do you like the tux?
It's nice. It's very silvery. It works for me. It looks good.
Still have about half an hour to change your mind. Turn left at the end of the aisle and and then sayonara, maybe.
I, Mathieu Brûlé, take you, Tamara Villani-Bocor, to be my wife.
I, Tamara Villani-Bocor, take you, Mathieu Brûlé, to be my husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse.
And to be faithful to you alone.
As long as we both shall live.
Let these rings continue to you both a symbol of the purity, the value, and the constancy of true wedded love, and a seal of the vows you have now made. I pronounce you husband and wife. Whoever is joined together by God, let no one put asunder. Yes. Yes.
Welcome. What are we doing now? I just wanted to give you a kiss and tell you you look beautiful. I'm so happy. Yay. Thank you.
Nice bozo now. You're a nice bozo now.
Congratulations again. Love you.
Exactly.
Tamara and Matt are just as happy with their wedding as Lyse and Graham were with theirs. That's two happy couples, but only one will win the honeymoon vacation. We'll find out who when Exchanging Vows returns. Tamara and Matt, Graham and Lyse, congratulations. You guys gave each other beautiful weddings and managed to have some fun along the way. So give yourselves a little round of applause. Now, you both did a great job of reading the other couple's clues and got most of the challenges right. It was very close, but only one couple can win the honeymoon vacation. Let's recap the scores and see who the lucky couple is. We'll start with your wedding wardrobe. Graham didn't get the turquoise shirt he was hoping for, but it was a tux that Matt and Tamara picked, and that's what he wanted. They get that point. Graham and Lyse thought that casual guy Matt would like to be dressed up in a tux for his big day. They were right, so the score is tied. Tamara and Matt, you almost chose a pantsuit for Lyse, and that would have been right. Instead, you chose a traditional dress. Sorry, guys. Lyse and Graham, when you picked the dress for Tamara, you chose a modern gown for a woman who likes to be romantic and comfortable. You were right, so that puts you ahead by 1 point. For the venue, Graham and Lyse thought that Tamara would like the luxury of a ballroom-style setting for her wedding. Right again. Because Graham and Lyse love nature and outdoor activities, Matt and Tamara chose a casual location for their wedding with an outdoor ceremony in November. Ooh, it was chilly, but it was the right choice. Graham and Lyse chose handcrafted floral arrangements for Tamara and Matt, but they were hoping for classic and traditional flowers to go with their formal setting. Tamara and Matt picked wild and colorful flowers for the avid gardeners. They were right. With just the cake left to recap, the score is tied. Are you ready? Lyse and Graham, you chose a traditional cake to go with the formal venue for Matt and Tamara's wedding. You were right. Tamara and Matt, you thought that Lyse would like a classic traditional cake, but Graham and Lyse wanted their cake to be more homemade style. So, congratulations. Lyse and Graham, you're the winners of a honeymoon vacation. Tamara and Matt, thanks so much for being on our show. We'll see you next time on Exchanging Vows. You guys were lots of fun. It was a lot of Coming up, it's their wedding day. Time for Graham to cut loose. And that's a wrap. We're done, Swab. And I'll start doing like the Nancy Sinatra. She wants to go on vacation.